Welcome to the second part of my series explaining the laws of power through Ayanokoji Kiyotaka. Last time we did the first law, never outshine the master. Now we will do the second law, never put too much trust in friends, learn how to use your enemies instead. Let's get right into it. But first let me explain this law for the slow people watching. This law advises individuals to be cautious when putting too much trust in friends, as they may eventually betray you or let you down. Instead, it suggests using enemies to your advantage by learning about their weaknesses, motivations, and desires. By doing so, you can manipulate them to achieve your goals and gain power and influence. The law also warns against becoming too emotionally invested in personal relationships, as it can cloud judgment and lead to vulnerability. By remaining objective and detached, you can better assess situations and use them to your advantage. Then the author shows multiple times in history where kings get betrayed by their best friend, family, etc. Now, going back to Ayanokoji Kiyotaka, he embodies the principles of the second law of power. He is extremely cautious about trusting others and is always analyzing the weaknesses of those around him. He understands that personal relationships can be a liability, and instead chooses to use his enemies as tools to achieve his objectives. We see this through how he uses Ryuin, Kushida, and Horitaika. Ayanokoji is known for his detached and emotionless demeanor, which allows him to remain objective and make calculated decisions. He understands that winning is everything and is willing to do whatever it takes, even if it means manipulating and using others to his advantage. We do this many times, like for example in the iconic island exam in the anime. He was able to use Horitaika to fool Ibuki and Ryuin and then take the win for Class D. We see that he has no regard for friends. Spoiler warning. In the light novel, he with no hesitation disregards Sakura when he realizes it was the best action. Should we take this to the extent Ayanokoji has? I mean, us and him are in different circumstances, so it depends on your situation. But in my opinion, do what you want to do, just be prepared to face the consequences of your actions. So to wrap this up, Ayanokoji Kiyotaka is an excellent example of how the second law of power can be applied in real-life situations. By remaining cautious about trusting friends and using enemies to his advantage, he achieves his goals and emerges victorious in a cutthroat environment.